Today, we're diving into the adventure of Ray, a curious and happy 6-year-old boy. Ray lives with his loving family in a cozy home. He has two siblings, Jay, who is 10, and Kay, who is 8. They have a wonderful furry friend named Samantha, their playful dog. As much as Ray loves school and his friends, he treasures his special belongings. So, what happens when he suddenly realizes some of his favorite things are missing? Let's join Ray on this little adventure filled with laughter, teamwork, and a lesson about looking after our stuff. One bright afternoon, Ray and his siblings, Jay and Kay, and their friend Michael are walking home from school, filled with joy after a fun day. You can hear their voices echoing as they laugh and chat about their day. The excitement builds as they approach their familiar driveway. Suddenly, their dog Samantha comes running towards them, tail wagging like a furry metronome. "Samantha!" Ray shouts with glee. They all drop their bags and kneel down to give her some love. After greeting Samantha, the kids run up the stairs into the house. Once inside, their smiles grow wider as they see their parents, Mr. and Mrs. Hill. They exchange hugs and laughter, creating a picture of happiness. But with all the fun, little do they know that something important is about to change for Ray. The kids settle down in the living room telling their parents about the day at school. Ray suddenly notices something missing. His big blue eyes widen, and with a worried expression, he announces, "Mom, I lost my book bag, lunchbox, and all the buttons from my coat." The room goes quiet for a moment as the realization sinks in. Mrs. Hill, ever supportive, immediately leans down to Ray's level. "Don't worry, sweetheart. We'll help you find everything." Her calm and loving approach reassures him. The family gathers, ready to embark on a mission to recover Ray's missing items. It's teamwork time. With determined faces and a plan in place, the Hill family heads outside to begin the search for Ray's lost belongings. Ray feels a little worried, but also hopeful with the whole family working together. "Let's check around the house first," Mrs. Hill suggests. "I'll look near the garden," shouts Kay excitedly, racing off. Mr. Hill goes to check the front yard, while Jay and Ray head around the side of the house. An air of excitement fills the scene as they call out, sharing their findings in cheerful voices. "Found anything yet?" Mrs. Hill asks, trying to keep everyone positive. As they search, Ray finds some courage in knowing that his entire family stands by him, ready to help. "We can do this," he cheers. The search has become an adventure of its own. Suddenly, Ray hears a shout from Jay, who's just spotted something. "Look, I found 2 buttons." Jay holds them up triumphantly, and everyone cheers. Little victories feel great, don't they? "Nice job, Jay," Kay calls out. Just then, Kay squeals, "I found a button too." She holds up another button she found tucked away in Samantha's doghouse. The family laughs together, feeling the joy of teamwork. "Great finds, everyone," Mrs. Hill praises. They continue searching when Mrs. Hill spots another button by the blooming flowers in the front yard. "How many buttons do we have now?" Ray wonders aloud. "Let's count." Then, with excitement, Hill calls, "Hey, I found Ray's book bag under this tree." They cheer again, but with one item still missing the lunchbox. Where could it be hiding? The next morning, Ray heads off to school carrying his lunch in a simple paper bag. Although he misses his bright and shiny lunchbox, he tries to keep his spirits high. As Ray walks into his classroom, he takes a deep breath and glances out the window. Just then, he spots his lunchbox gleaming in the sunlight, right where he left it yesterday. "My lunchbox," he gasps, excitement bubbling up inside him. Ray's eyes sparkle with happiness. "Yes, I found it!" A big smile spreads across his face. Throughout the day, Ray holds his head high, feeling proud. With his lunchbox back, he can now enjoy his favorite sandwich in style. He thinks back to the fun afternoon with his family yesterday, how they all came together to help him search. It wasn't just about finding lost items. It was a special family moment that showed him the power of teamwork and support. "Thanks, Mom and Dad," he thinks, feeling grateful. He knows that next time, he'll be more careful with his things and treasure the love he has around him. As Ray's day wraps up, he reflects on his little adventure with a warm smile. Sometimes we lose things, but with help, we can find them again. If you've ever lost something special, tell us your story in the comments. Remember, we all need a little help sometimes.